Alright guys, we're going to start today basic kinetic stretching and some isometrics on the ground. We're going to start nice and easy. The highest intensity I want you to go to is around 60 to 65%. So not driving all your strength into the ground. When I say ramp up, I want you to go around 60%. So we're going to start in a good 90-90 as usual. Two good 90-degree angles. Front foot's parallel to the back shin. I've got hands on either side of my femur. Big chest, driving my sternum up to the ceiling. We're going to press the front knee down into the ground. Okay, so I'm creating some pressure there, holding that. We're going to hold that for about 30 seconds. The whole time I'm trying to push my belly button down towards the knee, extend my back, pull my shoulder blades back, and we're looking to support our upper body with the knee here. We're going to slowly rotate towards that back leg. If we can reach the shin, we go there. Okay, if not, we grab for the hip, and if not, we go hands behind the back, trying to get the shoulder as close to the back ankle as we can. Pulling yourself in as far as you can. If you feel anything in the knee, lift the heel, drive the toe into the ground, or try to pick the whole foot up. From there, we're going to bring that back leg out. If we need hands behind our back, we'll do that. It's going to come straight in front. The other leg's going to come up to meet it. Opposite leg curls underneath. And we're going to switch sides on that 90-90. Same thing here, big chest, driving that front knee in. We're going to hold for 30 seconds, trying to drive the sternum up to the ceiling, looking to get a big arch in the back as we press down with the knee. So we've held that for 30 seconds, driving nice and slow. Slowly shift to the back leg, pulling yourself into the ankle with that same side shoulder, trying to close this distance here. Hands to the shin if we can, hip or back. Either of these work. If you need to elevate your hips or elevate the knee sometimes, if you need to block, same thing on the front side, sometimes we need to elevate that front knee so I can get a grounding force here. Right, if we have any knee problems, lift the heel. From here, we're going to come into quadruped. So, in quadruped, hands, knees are both equidistant. We got a nice square here. From here, we're going to anchor into the ground, grabbing the ground with our hands, nice and slow. We've got 5 hip circles. Trying not to move the back. If you need to put something on your back to stop you from moving, 5 times around, each side. Trying to get as big of a circle as you can without compromising in the low back. 5 on each side, nice and slow. See from the front. One really slow rep is better than 10 fast reps. From here we're going to sit back onto the heels. Okay. Reaching the hands as far as we can in front of us. Nice and slow, we're going to walk to either side. Pressing the hands into the ground. The whole time stay activated here. Okay. Toes can be dug in or laces down depending on how it feels. We're going to try to breathe into the left. Huge breath in, long breath out. So 3 seconds in. Long breath out. 8 seconds. Try to sink into that side. Walk the hands out a little bit further away from you and further to the side. And crawl those hands out like the thing. So 5 breaths on each side. Alternating back and forth. Reaching that hand, front hand as far as you can in front of you. Also walking around. Breathing into those ribs. 3-second breath out. In, 8-second breath out, trying to press down into the ground the whole time. This should be active. From there, coming back into quadruped, we're going to do neck circles. So we're trying to draw a huge circle with the top of the head, all the way around, 5 times each direction. Nice and slow. Pops and cracks are fine. If there's pain, stop. Decrease the size of the circle. If there's still pain, let us know. We'll send you some corrective exercises, maybe some soft tissue work. 5 on each side. And then we're going to take a seat back on the heels. So here we can be, what's called seiza, which is laces down. We can be toes dug in, on the heels and a nice toe sit. If your knees are feeling a little bit bothered, you can place a cushion between your butt and your heels. It's important that we work in both these positions so you can get comfortable here. But if both of those are bad, we can always go back to crisscross applesauce. It's an old favorite. So shoulder here out in front of you like it's resting on a shelf. Nice and slow 5 circles each direction. Trying to get as many pops and cracks, going up to the ear, back as far as you can, down into the back pocket, and then forward, trying to keep that hand level. 5 each direction, nice and slow. I would advise pausing this tape to go through these exercises each time. Once you really feel like you've gotten everything out of that joint, remember to stay only around 60% intensity. Hit play again, move on to the next exercise. So once we've got 5 on each side, we're going to bring the arms out to the side. We'll do this in seiza so you can see a different view here. So trying to sit on my heels, heels together in this position. We want to get a big stretch in the big toe. So the whole time I'm in this position, I'm driving the toes down, trying to flex them into the ground, trying to pull my butt into my heels. Hands out to either side, thumbs up. We're going to reach behind the head as far as we can, keeping the shoulders back. Trying to touch our thumbs to the scaps, and then we come back. Thumbs go down, shoulders stay back. Trying to get those hands as far behind the back as we can. Again, only 60%. We're not trying to find any new ranges, build any new ranges. We're just cleaning some crud out from the last week and not doing much. So 5, nice and slow, each direction. Alright, we're going to get down to some of the smaller joints. So, wrists are the next one. Hands in front of you. Imagine you're balancing something on the inside of the forearm, nice and slow. 5 circles, each direction. 5 times. Should get pops and cracks. And then we're going to roll around on the fists a little bit. So just rolling forward and back 5 times over either side. Just getting a little bit of movement there, keeping my knees close to my hands so there's not too much weight. If you feel like you can do more, you can bring the knees back, but we're starting nice and easy. So 5 back and forth, 5 wrist circles, and then we're going to take care of the feet real quick. So we're going to back up straight. Doesn't matter where this leg is. You know, a lot of people like to lock it down into the chest. Just having the knee close so that we can isolate the ankle. Nice and slow, 5 ankle circles each direction. Trying to move really slow. This should make that shin a little bit sore, especially after that seiza. And each direction. Same thing on the other side. If you need a wall against your back, all of that is good. 5 each direction of the ankle, nice and slow. Okay. Last but not least, we're just going to do one little dynamic exercise. So we've kind of warmed everything up here. We're going to come into like a bear crawl position. And we're just going to pick the feet up, the knees up, just an inch off the ground. Okay, from here, we're going to come as far forward over the hands as we can, nice and slow, without pain in the wrist. And then we're going to come back, sitting butt to heels, trying to pull our heels into our butt, and then when I'm going over the hands, I'm trying to pull my fingertips up to my wrists, and that's as far as I can go. Same idea here, as far as I can pull myself back, trying to pull my toes up to my ankle, right? Trying to pull them as hard as I can the whole time. So we're going 10, what we call bear rocks, back and forth, nice and slow, trying to keep the knees an inch off the ground. Okay, you can increase that number if you want a little bit more of a workout. You'll find it a little bit harder than it looks. So we can do this round 2 times through. So everything we just did, 2 times, go through the entire thing, and we'll see you next week.